are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 44 yards. Throwing, Jones. And he will find Ridley on the left side.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Barkley.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a sneak with Jones. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Daniel Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now Jones. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Give them an even 20 yards there on the pickup as a fake punt fooled everybody.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jones, he just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
They go play action here on first down. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 33 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you got to.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Giants 21, Commanders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I would kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And got his man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 75.
And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
On the move to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Jones, caught by number 11. 1st and goal, New York.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Out of the gun now on third down. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Gonzalez's kick is good,
but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Jones finding Tony for a Giants 1st down.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Jones. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the jump.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A pitch back, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Jones. Off play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. 23 yards the pickup there. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Jones. Steps away to his left. Complete to Likely. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league.
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
On 2nd and 7, Jones.
Open man right side is Tony.
Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Jones off the play fake.
Finds his man over the middle. It's likely.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll go option to the short side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
19 right.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the